So good morning guys. It's a rainy day today and we are here at Tisa area, but because of the the vaccination site, they have a we have a vaccination here at Tisa and my wife is here, and that's why we're here. And yes, we're now on our way back to the city here, coming from Tisa. Now we're in Punta, so let's go guys, let's drive and talk a little. Alright. So we're now in Punta area guys, so jeep naghunong. And we're on our way home. So we're gonna pass via Mambaling. So it's been a while since I've been in this area. Pero yeah, so it's Punta Princesa. Grabe ang ulan. The rain, hasn't stopped for like over an hour. So good morning, welcome to the Positive Drive, and yeah, this daily drive we'll just have a little chit chat and have a talk about the small wins we have. So COVID is still here, but I think somehow many of us are it's still a busy Saturday, and the vaccination has been going on. I think they just recently opened a new vaccination site at SM City Cebu, and now the UC Alcantara team has been assigned to Tisa to really boost probably the barangay's efforts for vaccination, which is in a way one is a good thing, but hopefully they have facilities or sites that can really accommodate people, plus also it's gonna be safe, like they can enforce social distancing, plus the doctors, the vaccinators, the nurses will have a good place, or a safe, clean place to vaccinate people. You just because if the place is not prepared or it's not ready, it's also not gonna be there'll be some risk also of infection, or the virus would spread. But yeah, hopefully they can implement it well, and it's nice that they go to the barangay instead of letting people go out. I mean, at least this time it's the vaccination site or the vaccinators who come to the barangay, because in some cases I think there are barangays that people, or they have still low vaccination percentage, and people are, maybe they have a lot of people who are hesitant, but it's also a good way to help the seniors, the indigents, even the PWDs. It's not easy to travel nowadays. Sometimes if you want to ride a taxi, if you can afford, but there are people who cannot afford to ride taxi, especially if you're from the vaccination site is quite far from you, so it's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good news. Although hopefully they executed well, so that it can be replicated to other barangays. lang, di ba? Which is high already, but why not aim for, let's say, 100, or there are just a few anti-vaxxers, let's say 90%, so that we will go on. We will somehow get a little get back to some normal or something like that. Same, not really normal because I know it's not gonna be achieved so easily, but it's good na one. Let's think of vaccinating as many as we can, as high percentage as we can before thinking about booster shots for some, because there might be people who are already getting booster shots, their third shots, although wala na, we don't know, especially when you're mixing vaccines, we don't know how effective it is. So it's better to really wait and to have it fair also for others, right? So yes, it's raining, so we have to be careful as well, especially this kind of weather. Comes common colds, maybe sometimes flu, fever. So we have to watch out for that, because it's hard to go to a hospital if you have those kinds of symptoms. People will think that you gotta be swabbed before they treat you, because they want to make sure also that you don't have COVID, because they know that COVID is quite contagious, especially the Delta variant, which is in the community already. So we have to we have to understand the doctors as well, if there are some kind of delays, you have to stay in the ER for a while, because that's the protocol, that's the SOP now, because that's what we should do, diba? So the question now, diba, sa positive drive, the question now, how can you convince someone who doesn't want to have who doesn't want to be vaccinated? No, anti-vaxxer, sometimes they even wanna debate. They wanna say, do you wanna die after 2 years or something like that, or why vaccinate when you can still why vaccinate when you can still get the virus? Diba? So kuan ba, that's the challenge. That's the information drive must be stronger for pro-vaccination. We can't just hopefully the government officials also should fully support vaccination and other protocols, because we can't people listen to politicians. I mean, they patronize politicians, and there are politicians that really are not pushing the normal regulations. They said that pwede, but dapat we have to be in line with the government. We can't create our own rules. Just have to, there should be a national policy on doing things, because if you keep on while lagi they have autonomy and freedom to make craft ordinances or laws for their area, it is also important that they have to look into the national scope as well, na dapat synchronized uniform, because if we have different rules for different places, it's gonna be confusing. Let's say some places will require you to have swab test, some doesn't. different one, it can be kuan. Sometimes those places could be the weak links. Diba? Makuan ang the national program yun ba na, let's say we want to prevent, contamination or we want to prevent virus spread by the OFWs, because most of the virus, definitely the virus came from outside the country. It wasn't from inside, diba? Especially the new variant. It must come from someone outside, especially those variants coming from India, from Peru or UK. So how come it comes to the Philippines, diba? It comes from travel. Unfortunately, especially sorry for the travel advocates. This virus spread comes from travel, air, sea, crossing borders, diba? Going to vacation, whatever the reason, maybe essential or non-essential. Most of the spread comes from outside, from tourists, from visitors, from people coming home. Yeah, that's what happened, let's say, to Australia, to New Zealand. How come, diba, they had no cases for several months, or almost like half a year. They don't have cases, and suddenly when the new variant came, now they have like some sort of outbreak as well. So especially Australia, so they're having a hard time controlling already. Even let's say mga Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Southeast Asia, we're struggling in a way. Now they're saying that one reason also that they have low vaccination rates, but well, the rich countries got the vaccines first. That's the problem, diba? There's no vaccine equity. It's the rich who can get the vaccine first. So of course we're left begging or asking for vaccines, sometimes via donations. So the rich countries also are using vaccine for diplomacy. China is giving out millions of vaccine. US gives vaccines as well, with good with Pfizer branded vaccines. Yeah, that's a challenge still in the world. We don't have similar access to vaccines to other countries. And sometimes also, yes, maybe even mga vaccines, PPEs, and other items related to COVID can even be used for corruption, purchasing scandals, which is quite bad. That's quite sad. Now there are people also who are taking advantage, not only people but also countries, take advantage about the vaccine shortage. Or I don't think there's a shortage, it's just that the vaccine distribution, they have to, they're sort of, since the vaccines made from their country, they could hoard it and use it to further their influence in some places. Diba? So poorer country are left asking for vaccines, for help. That's supposedly equal romantic access, diba? That's why under countries are also like anti-vaxxers. Some have leaderships that who doesn't promote the vaccinations, because probably that's their only strategy, because what's left with one, because nobody's giving them vaccine. So it's a difficult situation for some. For one, in the Philippines, it's like that, where behind the beautiful countries, the rich countries. Yeah, even in Southeast Asia, well, yeah, the country probably who's not much affected, it's Singapore, which runs a tight ship, but also they can afford the vaccines. They have bought the vaccines. So, yeah, that's a story right now. Yeah, dapat, yeah, there's some kind of fairness as well. There is country, of course, unahon na itong mga main cities like Suertita. We're lucky we're here in Cebu, but how about the countryside, diba? Because once it opens up, people start going to those places. So let's say Boracay, let's say Siargao, or let's say any other province, because our government eventually will promote tourism once again. Hey, go out, go to other provinces, go to or even go to other towns. Then there's no protocol going to towns. How would they know na walay virus ng city boys? How would they know that the Manila people are not carrying the virus? And then they go to like those touristy towns, or even go to like go to other, just the neighboring, for example sa Manila, mo ato like go to Rizal, Laguna, Pampanga. How would they know na? How would you know that those people were just going for, they just missed going out, going for a staycation, or going to check out, let's say other places like Ilocos, Baguio. How will we know that those people are not bringing the virus to those places? So there's no way. So yeah, that's why we need to spread out the vaccination, also promote the vaccinations to the towns, to the municipalities, to the mountain areas. Especially now they say that a lot of people want to go to the sea or the mountain. Even the farm tourism has been booming. So if we're gonna go farm tourism, we have to protect our farmers. Diba? What if there will be outbreak there at the mountains? There are no hospitals, there are no doctors, so they might just rely on traditional medicine like tuob, and then sometimes it's gonna be too late to go to the hospital, because of course normally, especially they also worry about expenses. It's so expensive to get COVID, by the way. Not only the expenses, but also the emotional stress that you give, one to yourself but also to your family. It's gonna be a stressful time. You're gonna say, shit, you're gonna be crying. They think that you might die. Because all the people died also. So it's not something that we can just take for granted, that they'd say this is just like flu, this is just like but imagine how many millions of, let's say, Americans even die with flu every year, diba? So we can't just say it's just like colds. It's not. Di na normal na hilanat, di na normal na sakit-sakit. But that's why we need to see the big picture and all, and be fair about this one. We have to, hopefully we can vaccinate as many as we can, and we'll just not focus on the cities, but also for the towns. We have to go in the towns and really help. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and we're done with the trip. It's a rainy day trip. We came from Tisa and now we end up here in Cebu Business Park in Ayala Center, Cebu. So not Ayala, but here near Landers. But wala, guys, we have to stay safe and as much as possible convince the people who haven't been vaccinated to vaccinate. Diba? It will be a big boost for all of us if everyone is vaccinated. And also, we even have to vaccinate these people na on the streets, diba? Yeah, so take care, guys. We stay safe, and I hope we have a great week ahead. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support, and I hope to see you soon. I mean, hopefully, yes. It's Christmas season na. So muna, hopefully we can celebrate Christmas, you know, joyfully with our families. Complete muna. Just take care of our health na lang. Take care of your health, and I hope to see you on our next videos, and thank you so much for